So, since a lot of you guys really liked my last physical media video, I wanted to do something like that again and just share more of my collection with you all. I'm gonna go over all the physical DVDs that I watched during my birthday month, last month in April. And I'm gonna kind of give you like a summary of each movie. Maybe there might be some spoilers in there, so sorry in advance if I'm talking about something you plan on seeing. Maybe you could skip over that movie. For starters, I there were a lot of other movies I watched, but that was on like streaming services. Basically, the first one I watched was It Follows, and I have it on like this really cool package collection of 10 horror movies. It is It Follows. That's a movie I grew obsessed with the moment I watched it years ago. It follows Maika Monroe. She's stunning, by the way. She becomes she falls victim to a curse of sorts. It's kind of like a movie you should show teenagers. Basically, she goes on a date with this guy. She thinks he's cute and whatever. Turns out he had some other big plan. They end up canoodling, they're in cahoots. And after that, he explains to her now something's gonna watch her. And it is going to follow her. And you have to try to survive and break this curse. You can't really break it. The only thing you can do is pass it on to someone else by getting all mushy gushy with someone else. But I think when I say it out loud, it sounds kind of funny. It's a similar plot to Final Destination or like Smile, something like that. But it has one of the best soundtracks and color palettes, and it has this super cool shell phone. I don't know. That always intrigued me. I wanted one so bad. Anyways, it's a really pretty horror film and not too scary, but just really entertaining. Next, I watched a favorite, Final Destination 3. I have a 5 film collection here. I I even have the latest one in my collection, but part 3 is just so special in a way. It is the one about the roller coaster. So a bunch of teenagers that go to high school together are at a fair, like a carnival, and they have all types of different personalities, but I would say a majority of them kind of give you like that emo early 2000s style. And sorry, I forgot her name. I know it. I just can't think of it. So we're following Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She plays Wendy in this one. She is the one that has the premonition where everybody on the roller coaster falls to a horrible, horrible death. And she tries to warn everybody. But of course, everyone thinks she's crazy or they think she's on drugs or something. So she just gets kicked off. And only like, only a few others got off with her because a fight did break out. And so they were kicked off themselves. It's really fun though. It has some of the best kills. We get to see the tanning bed scene, which is crazy, but super iconic. And there is a super cool gothic couple that they work at like a Lowe's or Home Depot and they are doing their night stalking, cleaning up. His girlfriend dies in the saddest way. Yeah, it's pretty similar. Similar plot, similar theme to It Follows. I really love the whole franchise because they're different in a way. Like, we don't actually see a killer. It's just death itself and a force. Okay, so the next one I watched was The Ruins. This one is from 2008. I've been a big fan ever since first seeing this way back then. The cast is incredible alone. We have Shawn Ashmore, Jenna Malone, Jonathan Tucker, Joe Anderson, and Laura Ramsey. Everybody just looks so cool. And so it's a couple, it's four friends, two couples. They are they have they're on a trip in Mexico, and most of the time they're just sitting by the pool having drinks, having a chill time. And then they meet someone named Matias, and he introduces the idea of visiting this ruins, taking a hike, and it's somewhere that like not a lot of people go, so it'll be a very unique and special experience. And Jeff, played by Jonathan Tucker, he's all up for it. He's like so excited. Let's do something interesting, spontaneous, and have a really let's make this trip extra fun because I guess he's getting bored of just sitting around and lounging. So they end up going, and what they they don't really understand what when they get there, they see that it's being guarded by locals. They don't really understand what they're telling them, but they're trying to warn them not to go up there. But they don't listen, of course, and they end up getting stuck up there because they can't come back down. Since it's basically like once you've touched it, you're done. Like you can't come back. You can't come near any of us anymore. There is a really, really unique twist. I don't want to spoil that. It is something that I don't think you'll see coming if you've never seen this. The next movie I watched was Dead Silence. I feel like I talk about this one a lot. And we're getting a sequel soon. So, yay. It comes from the writers and director of Saw. So, you're going to see a lot of Billy references. The puppet right here, his name is Billy as well. But there's even an Easter egg of Billy from Saw. This one is about Mary Shaw. They say something like, "Beware the stare of Mary Shaw. She had no children, only dolls." She was a ventriloquist that used Billy, but what you find out is that it's something more than just regular ventriloquism. Jamie receives a mysterious package one night, totally unexpected, with an unknown sender. He goes out to get him and his wife some dinner for the night. When he comes back home, he realizes she's been brutally murdered, and he is the main suspect. He wants to prove his innocence and also uncover what happened when this doll was sent to him. It's really spooky, pretty underrated. One of my favorites though. Next one I watched was Evil Dead Rise. This is one of the many sequels in the franchise. Mommy Loves You to Death right here on the back. So it's perfect for Mother's Day. It's really cool. Mostly like female casted as well, which is interesting. We get to see a little bit of, like the wooded area, but most of this film takes place in the city. Well, specifically in an apartment complex with mother and her children. Her sister is known to be a roadie, so she's going through something. Both sisters are going through something big, but I guess the more like free sister rock star, she's kind of going through something and she wants to go visit her sister. Discovers that her sister just went through a breakup, a divorce, and so they've got a limited amount of time to pack up all their things and move out of the apartment. While While the sisters are catching up, the kiddos leave to go pick up some pizza, and then there is a crazy earthquake that opens up the bottom of the parking garage. One of the kids decides to go in the opening where we see the Necronomicon. There's also a tape recording that is warning everyone that touches this to not read the book, don't open it. And what's really cool, which I didn't know until I watched Dead Meat, is Bruce Campbell's voice is there on the recording. He's the one sending the warning. So I don't know. I wonder where is at that moment. It's really interesting. This one has some really crazy kills, though. Even though we're in like a limited setting, there is a famous cheese grater scene. I don't know if you remember that. This one I actually bought on the day of my birthday. This is American Psycho. It's like astounding. This one, everyone knows American Psycho and Patrick Bateman. He is a Wall Street yuppie obsessed with success, status, and style with a stunning fiance played by Reese Witherspoon. It gets very dark. He is actually psycho. So, little warning, it's going to get very dark quickly. But there is a super cool scene of him working out with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre playing in the background. And it's really confusing too. Part of me doesn't understand if everything he experienced was real or not. This is an interesting copy I have of Species. So I think it was Alien Day, and I decided to put this one on. I've only watched it one time before this last time I watched it, so I've seen it a total of 2 times now, but I guess I forgot how disturbing this is. The part with the first, like, cocoon scene, oh my gosh, effects are amazing. So she's attractive, seductive, intelligent, and her charms could spell doom for the entire human race. I didn't realize that Michelle Williams plays the younger version of her. And then we know you see her have like her whole metamorphosis and she changes very quickly. It's really cool to see her trying to study humans and interact the way that we do with one another. The kills are crazy. So, yeah, give this a watch if you like sci fi horror. Or maybe this is more of a thriller, but I think it's scary. And then I got a sweet birthday gift. The Strangers Chapter 3. I love this cover. You know, I really did enjoy watching this movie. I don't know if it's because I had like a whole cozy vibe going on and I was like about to go to bed as well. It's a slow burn, so maybe not everyone will be into that. And flashbacks were some of my favorites. I loved learning more about the killers and why they're doing what they do. But part of me kind of wished the ending had taken like a different route just to be crazy. But I'm pretty satisfied with the way everything played out. I would love to watch this again. In this one, we really see Maya fight back. I don't know, it's pretty cool. She's a really tough final girl. She's been through a lot. And I loved her in Riverdale. Next is Pet Cemetery. I think I posted about this one too on X and everything. This is probably like one of my most favorite Stephen King adaptations. I can't help but get mad at the neighbor because he like warns them not to do it. Don't go to the pet cemetery. Don't bury anyone here. This land is sour. But he's showing them where everything is and how to do it. So I don't know. That's tricky. But this one is so, it starts off really fun and exciting. You know, you're seeing this happy family moving into a new home. The dad has a new job and things are looking great for them. But when 18 wheelers pass by the front of their house, this small road, but they come so fast. They drive by these houses so fast. It's really dangerous. And while everyone's having fun, the family's getting settled. They're all like playing outside, and the neighbors even hanging out with them. Spoiler alert, the baby of the family, the cute little baby boy, he's walking. Well, he was running after a ball, or was it a kite? Yeah, he was playing with a kite and he runs out to the road. No one could get him in time. It makes me so frustrated too with the parents. And this trucker hits the little baby. So everyone's upset, depressed. The grandpa's blaming the dad, and he can't really live with the fact his boy is gone now. So he decides to bury him in the pet cemetery. And that's when everything gets started up. Well, actually, before that, the family's cat and was ran over first, and he was the first to be buried in the pet cemetery. His name is Church. I even named one of my cats after him. But when he comes back, he is obviously there's something wrong with him. So I don't know why the dad decided to bury Gage there, the little baby boy. But who knows, if we went through something like that, would we do the same thing? It gets worse and worse as the movie goes on. Then lastly, I actually had like a little mini Nightmare on Elm Street marathon. I watched Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1, Part 3, Dream Warriors, and Part 4, The Dream Master. Oh, I have something sticky on here. What the? Well, oops. Well, I keep hitting my mic. I'm not used to it. Yeah, first, Nightmare on Elm Street is so iconic. It's so cool. The intro scene, it always freaked me out. It still does. The music is so good. I love the part when he's putting I love the part when he's putting on the glove for the first time and showing it. That is so sick. I love all the lines like don't look at me like I'm some kind of fruitcake. Kitty kitty, chow chow chow. Where's your pass? Screw your pass. There's so many more. Actually, this movie is perfect. I love it. I've always loved it since I was a kid. Freddy is really scary in the first one. And then I don't really know why I skipped over part 2. I just wasn't really feeling like watching it. But nothing against that movie. I own it. I like it. But I skipped over to part 3, and this one is very different. So in part 1, we're following Nancy and her set of friends, but Nancy comes out to be, well, the ending is tricky in part 1. It kind of seems like no one got out alive. But in part 3, we do learn that Nancy was able to get out. And so a lot of kids are in this hospital. They're having like sleep studies, and they're all kind of experiences the same thing with Freddie. And Nancy comes to try to help everybody and tell them like what she's been through herself. There are some really fun effects and a whole song. Dream Warriors. It's really fun. I like it a lot. It took me a while to really like watch it and get into it. And there's that famous Welcome to Prime Time. There's that famous part. And Nightmare on Elm Street 4, oh my gosh, this one really has my heart. Dare I say I love it more than part 3? I don't know if many others would agree with me there, but I was stuck on the soundtrack for days after watching this one. Love the brother. And this one is really fun because we're seeing this one, we do have a cool final girl as well, Alice. Well, at first, she's very timid, very hard on herself. She has no self confidence. And her brother keeps trying to teach her to like stand up for yourself. She even would hide her mirror. Like she'd stick a bunch of pictures up on her mirror so she wouldn't even look at herself. So you see her totally transform. Her brother is sadly killed by Freddy, and she kind of like takes his everything that he taught her and everything he liked. She starts using it for her own good and fighting back with Freddy. It's so cool to see her do that. Very inspiring. Maybe that's why I like it so much, because she's just like a shy little sweetheart, and then she shows that she can really fight back. So this is everything that I watched on my birthday month. It's a decent stack. Like I said, I watched more movies, but mostly streamed them. And I just also want to say a big thank you to my dear friend Daniel for sending me The Strangers Chapter 3. Now I have the complete trilogy. All thanks to you, Daniel. Thank you so, so much. I love my horror collection. It's growing. I just bought more movies too, so I'm going to be showing it off a lot more. If you have made it all the way to the end, I just want to give a big thank you for doing so. If you love horror movies, spooky gaming, you might want to subscribe to see future content. That would be greatly appreciated. Well, anyways, I hope you have a great day or night. Bye, spookies. Hey, spookies, I'm back really quick. I just got home from Walmart and I feel like I low key manifested my the horror section to just like improve today over there. I don't know, but there were so many good choices. But I decided to actually purchase a Nightmare on Elm Street 8 disc movie collection, mostly because, well, it has movies that I don't own, but especially Freddy vs. Jason is on here, and I don't have a copy of that, which I really need. So I'm gonna open it really quick. I wanted to share this moment with you all. If I can get it off. It's slowly getting there. Wow. Looks beautiful. So this comes with the first A Nightmare on Elm Street, A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Part 3, Dream Warriors, 4, Dream Master. I do already own those, but it does have Part 5, The Dream Child, which is a crazy one, and then Freddy's Dead. I do remember liking that one as well. And Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I think I've only seen that one once, so I'm excited to rewatch that one. And last but not least, Freddy vs. Jason, one of my favorite movies ever. It's so cool. The new metal soundtrack is amazing. I'm probably going to maybe start from the beginning and just rewatch all of them. Why not? So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching again. Love you all, spookies. Bye bye.